What's up, y'all? My name is Prince and I'm an urban acolyte. This is the month of August and I'm talking about The Last Jedi all through this month. Yesterday's video I talked about how Leia saved Star Wars with her scene, the Leia Mary Poppins scene is what it's being called. If you haven't seen that video, go back and check it out. Just wanted to give a special shout out to all the folks that said I'm doing mental gymnastics, I'm stretching. No, homeboy. See, I don't know what Star Wars channels you watch on YouTube, but this really isn't a Star Wars channel. I'm just talking about Taoism and using Star Wars to show you, to help you learn about Taoism, to help you understand. So, you talking about I'm stretching, and maybe you need to stretch your arms, stretch your mind, stretch your bank account. Hop over, get the Tao Te Ching, read what Lao Tzu had to say, get you an idiot's guide, right? It don't even have to be the idiot's guide to Taoism. Just start with the complete idiot's guide, so you stop being a complete idiot, and you can get this book that'll introduce you to Shuangzi, right? So those are three resources you can use, and maybe it'll help you have a better understanding of Star Wars, because Star Wars is about Taoism, right? And I feel like if that's not someone's interest, that's okay. But I'm probably not going to be interested in what they have to say. This video, I don't remember the post. It was on Twitter, but somebody asked me about Finn and Rose's mission. They said, "Hey Prince, if Finn and Rose has succeeded in their mission, do you think that people would look at that differently, the whole Canto Bight thing?" I'm just gonna say no. If they had succeeded, no, because people, actually, I don't know what people have to say or how they feel. I don't give a crap, right? I'm gonna tell you what Rian Johnson had to say about that, what was written in The Art of The Last Jedi, and what I said in my review after seeing The Last Jedi and getting to read some of the behind the scenes things, is that originally that adventure to catch a spy or whatever, to catch a thief, whatever motif he had going, that was going to be an adventure involving Finn and Poe. The problem is Finn's character and Poe Dameron's character at this point, I mean, it's like they're the same character in a lot of sense, right? Let me pick up a gun and go shoot something. Let me hop in my X-Wing and go blow something up, right? They're both, one's a fly boy, one is a standout cadet who recently got his commissioning, and then he defected, right? Because he didn't believe in he didn't want to follow his orders, right? What the First Order had taught him to do. All my life, I had to fight. And then the one chance he got to fight, he was like, I don't want to fight those guys. You told me that we were going to be like fighting hardened criminals, the scum of the universe. You got me out here shooting defenseless minors and freaking religious pilgrims, right? You want me to shoot up a church, right? I'm not about that life. So Ryan had to look at, and he said this, and just the intellectual dishonesty that exists on the internet exists in the Star Wars community with some channels that are very popular. Their dorks and douchebag followers parrot this stuff, and then it becomes the gospel truth. Right, and then they forget all about what Rian Johnson had to say, and then try to discredit the director by saying, "Oh, he's ruined Johnson. Don't listen to him. He ruined Star Wars." Right, but Rian Johnson, last year this time, when you guys were all still busting your nuts, waiting on The Last Jedi to come out, said that I'm taking all these characters, putting them in situations where that they're not equipped to deal with. Rey is not equipped to deal with the possibility that Luke Skywalker is not just gonna shoot sprinkles and rainbows out of his palms and say, well, let's go back and join Leia and the Resistance, and I'm gonna save the universe. Thanks for coming. I'll take that lightsaber from you, little girl. Right? Finn didn't sign up for anything, right? He said, I'm just in this to get Rey. I'm just on Star Killer Base to get Rey, right? I only came here for Rey, and then I'm out, right? He was leaving before. He said, what did he say? He said, Rey, come with me. She wasn't gonna come. Finn, don't do this. and he bounced. And then wait a minute, the First Order, they did it. The First Order, they destroyed the Republic, right? Where's Rey, right? Finn is always concerned about where Rey is, and he risked his life. He took a lightsaber burn up the back, and ended up in a coma, all for Rey, all for his snow bunny, right? All for this gal, right? Finn and Rey and Finn on adventure, saving the galaxy, right? So now Rey is gone, and Rose is telling Finn that, oh, she's gonna become a great Jedi, and she's probably gonna forget about you, and what's up with this guy Finn and his Jedi girlfriend. Finn, she might not even like you. You know the Jedi are gonna be celibate. And all those conversations happen in the novelization. There was a lot of things that were cut from Finn and Rose's stuff in The Last Jedi. I said that back in December. Go watch that video if you need to see it, because you don't believe me. But a lot of Finn and Rose's stuff got cut, right? There was a lot more that had to go on in Canto Bight. Now, the person on Twitter who asked me about this, would people have accepted it differently had they succeeded? I said no. And the reason I say no is because their mission didn't succeed, but the real purpose of their mission, it was successful, and people didn't accept it. So that's why I was like, well, look, if they were successful, people still wouldn't have accepted it. And you got to think about the fact that they went on this rogue mission following Poe's plan, right? Poe is basically staged a mutiny because he doesn't believe Holdo and Leia have a plan. He doesn't know about it, and there was flack about that. And I'm like, well, Poe didn't have the clearance. Poe was no longer even in charge of Black Squadron. He just got bust down, right? And there's a need to know basis, and Poe doesn't need to know. And everyone who thinks Poe needs to know, guess what? Your ass don't need to know either. You found out in due time when it was time for that to come up in the story. And that was part of Poe's thing that he had to overcome, the fact that he's not in control, that there is a bigger plan. Just like I said in the other video, that the Force has a bigger plan, and at some point you just have to surrender and just have faith, have trust, have hope that the process will play out in your favor, right? And you just have to roll with the punches. That is a Taoist teaching, right? Poe had to accept basically the will of the Force, the will of the Tao. And Finn, he had to decide, what am I gonna do, right? Am I gonna go against the grain? Am I gonna continue to go against the grain, or am I gonna answer the call, my call to adventure, my call to action? Am I gonna go with the flow? Am I gonna go with the Force, the will of the Force, the Tao, right? So Finn and Rose's mission did succeed, right? That whole thing that Poe had going, that was gonna fail, right? It was not gonna work out. Okay, they take down the tracking device on Snoke's, on the Supremacy, right? So now they can't track them through hyperspace. Now what? So you make the jump to hyperspace, but the plan was, we are already here. We're just gonna ride this out, because the plan was to get to this base on this planet that we found out that Leia and Han and Luke had visited between the events of A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. And then we're gonna radio contacts around the galaxy and rally everyone together and start a new rebellion, right? The Republic is gone. Now we are the galaxy's last hope against the veil of the dark side descending again upon the galaxy in the form of the First Order, under the First Order's banner. That was the plan. So if Poe's plan had succeeded, they would have been fucked, right? I don't know. Like I said, it's intellectual dishonesty. People aren't thinking, like, why does this happen? What is the purpose of this? What would have happened if Poe's plan had succeeded? They jumped to hyperspace, and now what? Where are you going now, Poe? Right? What you just ruined Leia's plan, right? And back to Finn and Rose, the whole purpose of that was for Finn to be in a situation where he's got DJ here, Rose here. F Finn, don't join. Be like me, run, pick no side, right? Don't accept your call to adventure. Don't embark on your hero's journey. Just be free, right? Forget your destiny and all the things. Forget all of that. Just go be free, right? Go jump to the outer rim, you know, hang out with some Twi'lek hookers, you know, play with their Leku. Maybe they'll play with your Leku. You know what I'm saying? He had that choice. Or Finn, you're a big hero. You're the hero of the resistance. People are like, well, how is he the hero of the resistance? All he did was, they don't know what all they know is this dude got a lightsaber burn up the back, and Rose and Rey came back, and she's off to find Luke Skywalker. And when was the last time they saw Finn? When he told them, when he laid out, look, this is how you take down Star Killer Base, and oh, I've got to be on the ground, right? People, man, y'all, the people who were like saying this stuff, intellectual dishonesty and short-term memories. All you got to do is watch The Force Awakens. Who told them how to take down Star Killer Base? Fucking Finn. Who said I need to be down on the ground, right? Who said, hey, I got this girl, there's this girl Rey, you know, and maybe JJ screwed up because in an earlier version, Maz Kanata goes back to Dakar with Han and Finn and all of them, and she's like, hey, Finn needs to take this lightsaber, it should be with him. That was the version where Finn's running around, what's up, Smitches? You know, running down, chopping everybody down with the lightsaber. Maybe, you know, that got cut, and Ryan, going off of an earlier version, is like writing this as if they know that Finn was running around with a lightsaber. Is he a Jedi? He defected from the First Order. Does he have the Force? Who knows? I don't know. I can't say that with any assurance, because I don't know what Ryan had going into sitting down and writing the script to The Last Jedi, right? What version did he see? Did he have to go back and change things, which he did? He did do some rewrites after seeing the theatrical cut of The Force Awakens, but, you know, like I said, intellectual dishonesty. Rian Johnson completely ignored The Force Awakens. It's like he never saw the movie, right? But back in January of 2016, oh, Star Wars Episode 8 is doomed. Rian Johnson's rewriting the script. It's all over, right? So this is why I'm moving forward, I'm not paying attention to anything that anyone in the Star Wars community says, unless it's coming from people who I know to be are good sources. Even, you know, Prince, what do you think about this? Hey man, y'all been asking me that for the last month, 2 months. I don't know anything about it because I haven't heard about it. It's the first time I've heard about it. I'm too busy out enjoying life, trying to train, getting back to my regular kung fu practice, meditating, doing the kettlebells, the barbells, and hollering at these lovely ladies who are about the same lifestyle that I'm trying to live, right? If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click on that subscribe button so that you can take your first steps towards becoming an urban acolyte. Embark on the journey of becoming the hero of your own story and become a force for change in your community. Make sure to check out more videos from this channel, especially the one that YouTube has recommended for you. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the force of others be with you, always.